Tim from Trail Sherpa. We decided to do Mary Jane Falls and Big Falls today. We're about halfway up the canyon here. Got a lot of running water, which is unusual up here in Mt Charleston, but we're going to go up around that bend and hit Big Falls. A lot of snow in this canyon this year, obviously. The runoff has just decimated these trees. And there's just pine branches and needles all the way along. I mean, it's basically just flushed everything out of this canyon. All right, so we're walking on this snowpath, and you see this just this bed of needles and branches. But if you dig down through this, we're still on snowpack. So this is underneath. This is all hollowed out. Water running. Big chasms under here. You can see this is essentially where we're standing.
We're still on snow. Look at that.
All the way up through here.
This is all snow.
So here's another one of these. See, there's no water coming from that point down. All underneath this snowpack covered with all the debris. And then there's this opening. Huge boulder. I mean, yeah, huge boulder holding up this just massive, probably, I don't know, 2.5 foot diameter trunk that's just laying across it. I mean, the air coming out of it is absolutely frigid. It's just nuts. You see these little ice bridges. I mean, these things are not that thick. You know, the snowpack and the ice. And it's just wearing away, you know, as the water makes its course down. Crazy stuff. I've never seen anything like this. I'm sure in mountaineering, you know, people come across these crevasses all the time, but this is extraordinary. But essentially, it runs. This is the first opening all the way up the canyon, as far as we can see at this point. So I don't know how far this goes up until the whole thing is opened by, you know, the runoff from the falls, but we're less than a quarter mile from the falls. So we're going to make our way up this left side here on the rocks just to be safe, and hopefully bypass this stuff up there. So we're up on this ledge now. I mean, you can see what happens. I mean, this is a pretty big tree. I mean, I got big hands, but I maybe get halfway around this, and it's just snapped off, and they're all over the place. The stuff down in there is way bigger. Pan over here, Chris. You look down here at the big logs down in, and that's all snow down in there still, and not at all what I expected to see. I think that's what that is. So when we were over at Mary Jane Falls and we said we could see the dirt and it looked like the runoff had just swept everything away, in reality this is the aftermath of all the pines that have just been destroyed. I mean, it's a bed of pine needles on top of snow, and who knows how thick those layers are. And I'm sure there are bridges there that would give way under 270 pounds. We've got a quaking aspen here. It's been bowled over. I mean, everything is just stripped off of it. This thing's probably 25, 30 feet long and just completely stripped. And then right down here, that white circle in the middle of the frame is a hole that goes straight down. Somebody's put sticks over it just to mark that it's there, but that's just too sketchy to be walking on that stuff. So, despite better judgment, we find ourselves crossing the ice field. But check this out. That goes down about 10 feet. The ice looks like it's about 5 foot thick. And I don't know if it's picking up the detail, but there's a lot of water running down there. So we've picked our spot to cross here, and then we'll just exit out that other side. Big falls.
I think I just run straight down through here.
Yeah, okay, I'll film you. I'll film you running down the snowfield. Dodging lightning bolts and yeah. No thanks.